Juvena Therapeutics, unlocking the secretome for muscle wasting and rare neuromuscular disorders. Hey, what's up guys? This is your host, and today we have another brand new executive report coming out to you. We have been doing a lot of biotechnology executive reports lately, so make sure to subscribe so you do not miss out on any of our upcoming research reports. Today, we are going to be taking a look at a brand new preclinical stage biotechnology company called Juvena Therapeutics. And this is a really interesting company that just signed a $650 million deal with Eli Lilly. So let's dive right into it. Alright, so this is a preclinical stage biotechnology company founded in 2019 that is pursuing the development of a new class of regenerative secreted proteins as therapeutics. They recently signed a $650 million plus deal with Eli Lilly to pursue certain neuromuscular disorders. The company's platform uses machine learning and high-throughput proteomics to identify therapeutic molecules derived from human stem cells. And these proteins can then be used to develop first-in-class biologics to regenerate muscle. And this approach goes beyond existing RNA or small molecule approaches by targeting muscle regeneration at the protein level. Their lead indication is myotonic dystrophy type 1, so let's start off with the product and platform value proposition here. JUV relies on two key innovations. 1. A proprietary database mapping the regenerative secretomes of muscle across a range of animal models and disease states. Here they've built a database of more than 18,000 proteins and identified 500 candidate secreted proteins with the potential to treat muscular degeneration. Second, a proprietary AI engine that analyzes the secretomes to identify optimal candidates for further study. Together, the database and AI engine offer a proprietary platform for analyzing, validating, and manufacturing protein therapeutics. The company's initial focus is on rare neuromuscular diseases like 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗏. These diseases represent high unmet need, limited treatment options, and often qualify for orphan drug designation, which offers regulatory and commercial advantages. For example, there are currently no approved therapies for 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗏. In terms of clinical value, Juvena's therapies aim to improve muscle function and mobility, reduce disease progression, and enhance quality-adjusted life years. Modeled estimates suggest patients could gain between 2.2 to 4.1 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗧𝗜𝗍 with successful biologic intervention. Additionally, reducing disease-related complications could lower lifetime healthcare costs per patient. By leveraging orphan exclusivity, fast-tracking, priority review, and other rare disease initiatives, Juvena aims to accelerate commercialization timelines while mitigating risks and maximizing the impact of its therapies. Next, we want to take a look at the competitive pipeline. As mentioned before, Juvena is focusing on myotonic dystrophy type 1, which is the most common form of muscular dystrophy. A number of companies are pursuing treatments for 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗏 using different scientific approaches. For example, Avidity Biosciences is in phase 1 to trials with antibody oligonucleotide conjugates, which are designed to deliver RNA therapies directly to muscle cells. Dyne Therapeutics is also in early-stage trials with antisense oligonucleotides designed for targeted DMPK RNA knockdown. Pharma has developed a small molecule 𝗕𝗏𝗪𝗏, which has shown mixed results in cognitive function and muscle-related endpoints in phase 2-3 trials. But importantly, all of these therapies are focused on reducing toxic RNA or protein aggregates. Juvena Therapeutics, in contrast, is developing biologics based on regenerative secreted proteins. These therapies aim to restore tissue integrity and function and offer a potentially complementary or superior approach. And this slide does a good job illustrating the difference. Finally, moving on to the IP landscape, Juvena has spent significant time and capital building a robust IP portfolio. This includes proprietary datasets that map the regenerative secretomes across various disease models, as well as patents covering AI-based protein discovery, therapeutic applications of secreted proteins, and manufacturing processes for biologics. Some filed patents include claims on specific secreted proteins for use in treating muscle degeneration and age-related diseases. The company has maintained a clean freedom to operate profile, particularly in the 𝗟𝗟𝗏𝗪 space, which is primarily targeted by RNA therapies. The use of biologics provides a layer of complexity that makes biosimilar competition less likely, and the pursuit of orphan drug exclusivity offers an additional layer of protection. Moving on to the market access strategy, Juvena's lead indication myotonic dystrophy type 1 qualifies for orphan drug designation due to its low prevalence and serious nature. This gives the company access to accelerated pathways including fast track, priority review, and rare pediatric disease voucher programs. However, it is important to note that only 10% of drugs granted orphan status ultimately receive it, and only 50% of those that do receive it get accelerated approval. This can help de-risk some of the value inflection points. For example, orphan drugs are eligible for tax credits and grants that can support clinical trials and bring products to market faster. However, it is important to note that juveniles would still face challenges in gaining market access once the drug is approved. Another thing to note is that Juvena is focusing on generating strong real-world evidence early. This includes patient-reported outcomes and digital muscle function biomarkers such as grip strength and gait analysis. They plan to leverage the data to demonstrate the value of their therapy to payers and secure reimbursement. However, the company would still need to navigate the complexities of the healthcare system and demonstrate the clinical and economic benefits of their therapy to ensure reimbursement. Now, when it comes to pricing, the estimated value-based price range is between $300,000 and $500,000 per treatment course. This assumes successful demonstration of improved long-term outcomes and cost savings from reduced complications. However, actual pricing will depend on negotiation with payers and the company's commercial strategy. Next, let's take a look at the financial model and valuation. So I want to point out that the majority of the value in this name resides in the 𝗟𝗟𝗏𝗪 program, even though it is in preclinical stages. If the company successfully progresses this program through clinical trials and gains regulatory approval, it could realize significant value. The key forecast assumptions include a first-in submission in 2026 or 2025 in the upside case. Phase 2 trials could begin in 2027. Licensing revenues are projected to start in 2028. The peak sales potential for the 𝗟𝗟𝗏𝗪 therapy alone is estimated at $800 million in the base case and $1.5 billion in the upside case. The probability of technical success from preclinical to approval is modeled at 8 to 15%. The discount rate assumptions range from 10 to 12%. Under these assumptions, the risk-adjusted net present value, or RNPV, is about $108 million, translating to around $2.20 per share, assuming a post-Series B share count of 81 million. The upside case increases valuation to $340 million or $4.10 per share if Juvena captures additional market share in related indications. The downside case values the platform alone at around $60 million or 70 cents per share if clinical development fails. In addition to the equity value, Juvena could also structure its financing or partnership deals with milestone-based CVRs to align incentives and mitigate risk. Possible milestones and payouts include 2026 IND clearance, 2027 first licensing agreement, 2029 completion of phase 2 with positive data, and 2031 BLA filing. Assuming 50 million shares outstanding, each of these milestones would represent around $5 to $7 CVRs. Looking forward, if Juvena pursues an IPO around 2026 with an initial market cap of $250 million, licensing revenue could reach $30 million by 2028. 2029. The company is not expected to be EPS positive before 2030 due to continued R&D investments. But if partnered or acquired, revenue contribution from milestone payments or royalties may allow earlier break-even. Finally, post-IPO dilution is expected but could be offset by increased platform valuation from successful clinical data. Lastly, let's take a look at the strategic assessment. Juvena scores well on multiple dimensions: innovation, strong due to its novel biologics platform focused on regenerative secreted proteins. Clinical strategy, high reward in rare disease, though risk remains substantial at the preclinical stage. Competitive edge, distinct approach compared to RNA-based and small molecule competitors. Financial outlook, significant upside, though contingent on external financing and clinical milestones. And IP protection, robust portfolio supporting long-term platform and asset exclusivity. And this concludes our executive report for Juvena Therapeutics. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button below and comment down below so we know you got some value out of it. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave us a comment below regarding what you thought about the video. We're always looking to improve and we value your feedback very highly. Also, if you have not done so already, please subscribe. It really helps us grow and allows us to continue producing great content. Otherwise, thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next one.